Are you still a solopreneur? Are you really wondering, when do you hire your first team member? I recently had a 2-hour plus interview with my dear friend Corinne Crabtree, who runs an 8-figure plus membership business, and she shared when she knew it was time to hire her first employee and who that team member was and how they supported her. So definitely pay attention to this, because I want you to hear how she thought about who was going to have the biggest impact on her business.
So at what point did you finally decide you were going to bring on a team member? Because I know I get asked that all the time. I went for a long time, because I'm 10 years in entrepreneurship, a long time, just never hiring any help at all. It was
Yeah.
just me doing all the things because I knew I could and I could do it better than everybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at what point did you decide, like, I'm going to need help with this? And I know that was community, right? That was like the first team member that you invested in, with somebody to kind of help in that area.
Yeah.
And then now, like, give a little picture of what your team looks like now.
Yeah. So it was once that year that I was making a little bit over 4, I knew that I wanted to make 2 million. Well, I wanted to make 1 million. So I had asked my husband, how much would it take for him to leave his job? I just believed in my dream so much. And he was like, you're going to need to be making at least $1 million. I was like, okay. And so the next year I ended up making 2, and he quit literally the next year, a 25-year career.
I remember that.
It was big. But that year I knew that in order for me to do all the things I needed to do, I needed like somebody else helping me, because the membership was growing and I'm very hands-on with our Facebook group. I'm still in our Facebook group every day. I don't spend hours, but if any of them are listening, I am always reading. I
Yes,
always
you
tell
are.
them,
And
mama's never far away.
And it's funny because you have a community team and coaches that are in the group, but you'll still catch stuff before they do, because
I was
you're,
answering stuff before I came with you today.
Yeah.
I was just like, my members, they crack up because the newer ones, especially, like, oh my God, I didn't think you would respond. I was like, who else did you think would? Like, I like to be high touch. But that year, what I realized is, because we were so high touch and it was only me, I needed somebody else who could love my members as much as I could. And so I had like certain things. I was like, if I wasn't doing this, I could do like more launches. I could do more on my social. So I hired someone who was a coach. She came on board and she started working the Facebook group, making sure they're well cared for. She helped me with customer service stuff. She did a lot of the little things, because I had noticed how I was still answering at $1 million, 90% of our customer service. And that's a lot of customer service, plus like handling their billing and things like that. Once I got to 2 million, then I had I had a coach. I hired another community person. So the coach was helping me with calls and she was helping me with customer service. And then I had somebody who was like my assistant, who she was doing like editing like if I had a webinar, she would edit the video down, or she would make my keynotes for me and that kind of stuff.
What I love is that the first 2 hires were fulfillment side, where nowadays I think so many people hire on the marketing side first
Yeah.
and not on the fulfillment side. But the reality is, most of us, our zone of genius is marketing. It is, and nobody's going to be able to market and sell our business better than we are, right? Our
Right.
program better than we are. And the fulfillment side often gets neglected. It's one of those things that people don't hire. Now, I get really excited when people come to me and they're like, I need to hire a community manager. And I'm like, yes, you get it. But I love that you had that wisdom early on to say, no, I'm doing well with the marketing. I'm the one who cares about these numbers more than anybody. Like, let me continue to own that. But I want to expand the value of what I'm providing by bringing people in who can provide better service anyways, because that's what they do day in and day out.
And it's still that way in our business. So we have the 2 memberships, and the weight loss membership, the lion's share of the team works there. I think we have 30 employees now. And from the vast majority of them are all about fulfillment. We have a very small marketing team. We have our marketing teams all in-house, but I still consider myself chief marketing officer. I have someone who is over marketing, and she does like the details and the execution, but in terms of like big strategy, I'm still the best seller that we have. I just stay there. But I invest in my membership. I just feel like if you're going to be a membership owner in particular, you got to care about these people and you have to give them what they need. And so I surround them with a lot of that. And then in the business membership, we started it. It's a little bit different of a client, but I still want them to feel like I have everything I need here. They care about me. They go above and beyond. The very first position I hired over there was I brought a coach in, and we call her the business development specialist, but she's not in marketing. My job is to get them in. Her job is to help them and keep them. And so she's organizing everything there. She is the one she'll let me know, like, hey, can you touch all these Facebook posts today? They would love to hear from you on this. Or like, here's the ones I know how to answer. Tell me what you would answer this like so I can learn even more. The very first thing I hired on that side was fulfillment. If I had to, like most of us who are in the online space are probably going to be like a brand or our face. It's our unique ability that we're like, whatever it is that we teach. I do think that we're the best marketers for a long time. I wouldn't be really quick to outsource it, especially if you're good at it. Keep that. It's easier, I think, to find people who want to help you and love on your people. I've just never had a problem finding those people.